Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at Tarrega's Lagrima, which is a wonderful piece, sort of intermediate standard, and it's got some really nice melodies and things within it. As always, there's a link to a free tab in the description below, so help yourselves to that. We're going to have a look at the first section today, and then next week's video will be part 2 of the piece. So we're starting off in 3/4 time. It's andante, which is walking pace, and we're playing in the key of E major. So we need to be mindful that F, C, G and D notes are all sharps. Yeah, we're going to just dive into the first bit. So we're starting off with our 2nd fret on our D and our 4th fret on our high E. So we're starting off mezzo forte. There's a slight crescendo in the first bar, and then at the end of bar 2 a diminuendo as well, so we can really pull that volume back. And what we want to try and do is we want to try and get the melody ringing out, okay, which we're playing on our high E string. So we're starting off 2nd on our D, 4th on our high E. We're playing those two together, and then we've got our open B string, okay? And when we're plucking these, we want to be mindful of the attack on our fingers. Like I said, we want the notes on our high E string to be ringing out a little bit louder, so we need to be a bit firmer with our stroke on that, and a little bit quieter on the open B. You don't want it to be like that, okay? We want it to the B to be really gentle, and we want to really bring out those higher notes. So 4th fret on our high E, 2nd on our D, open B. We're going to move up to our 4th fret on our D and our 5th fret on our high E. Okay, just a slight crescendo here, and then we're going up to basically moving those 2 fingers up another 2 frets to our 6th fret on our D and our 7th fret on our high E. And then we're taking those 2 fingers straight down to our 1st fret on our D and our 2nd fret on our E. And what we also need to be doing is we need to be placing our fingers down, the other 2 fingers down, to form a B7 chord essentially. So when we move those 2 fingers down, we want to get our 3rd finger on our 2nd on our G, and we want to get our middle finger on the 2nd fret on our B. So that bar sounds like this. So we're playing those 2 together, the high E and the D, open B, 2nd on our G, open B, and then our thumb plays our A string, and then open B. So we get this. Okay, and again, dynamics wise, we've got a diminuendo in the bar, so we're getting quieter at the end there. So the first 4 bars are as follows. Okay, we then jump up. Okay, so we're going up to our 11th fret on our D and our 12th fret on our high E. So we're playing those 2, and our 1st finger is on our 9th fret on our G. So we get this. Okay, and what I do is I just do a half bar across those top 4 strings, because then the next note we're going down to our 11th fret on our high E. We're playing our D string and our high E together, and we're playing that G, 9th fret on the G again, so we get this. Okay, now the next bit, we take this shape, keep our fingers down, we're just moving them down 2 frets, so we're barring across our 7th fret, and we're going down to the 9th fret, and we're playing our D and high E strings, and we're playing our B string this time, okay? So for that little section, it goes like this. Okay, we then keep our bar down and we're just moving our third finger up to our 9th fret on our B, and I'm playing my D and my high E string, and with my little finger I'm just reaching down and pressing down the 9th fret on my B string. Okay, and then moving up to my 11th fret on my D, which I'm playing with my third finger, playing my open E string, and then my little finger plays the 11th fret on my G, and then my third finger plays my 10th fret on my B string. And then we're going to our 9th fret on our D and B, which I'm using my first 2 fingers for, and then open E. Then going down to my 2nd fret, barring across my 2nd fret on my E string, 3rd fret on my G, playing those 2 together with my 2nd fret on my E afterwards, and then reaching the bar over to across all my 2nd fret from my A string down to my high E, and then pop my little finger down on my 4th fret on my B to make a B7 chord, and then finishing off with my 1st fret on my G, 2nd fret on my D, high E string, and then I'll play my bottom E on its own. Okay, so that first section is as follows. Okay, once you get to the end of that section, it just repeats, goes back to the beginning, and then we'll start the second section, but we'll do that in next week's video. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to the channel. Any comments in the feedback below, let me know any other pieces that you might want me to cover, pop them in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.